Boyfriend of almost 4 years keeps saying you should look out for in future boyfriends. Too wrong. Don't read. Boyfriend of almost 4 years keeps saying you should look out for in future boyfriends even though we're in a committed relationship. What is he trying to get across here? So my 23, boyfriend 26, and I have been dating for 3 years now, 4 in November. We have an apartment together and have been living with each other for the past 2 years or so. We've talked about marriage and a house and kids and even have somewhat of a 10-year plan, more like ideas, but still planning for the future together. I have the personality type that attracts manipulation. I am fully aware of this and have taken steps to educate myself on manipulators, to read the signs and how to deal with them. I can take care of myself. He knows this, I know this. My boyfriend likes to talk about phycology, and when he does, he sometimes often points out what I should look out for in other people, especially future partners. Now, I've told him that I don't like it when he says those things. I told him it makes me feel like he's planting seeds, that he's going to leave and he's getting me ready for the dating world. He says he's just talking about interesting things and he knows I'm easily manipulated. So if anything were to happen between us that we weren't in a relationship, these are things I should look out for. Since I asked him to stop, he said he would. But he still gave me that explanation. If your partner were to say those sorts of things to you, how would you take? Feeling a bit insecure? Please help. I'd be confused and would think they were only with me until they find something else. Can he afford an apartment on his own? Oh yeah, great tip. Thanks. I've used it on my next boyfriend. I'm curious what he'd think about. I think you should look out for someone who tells you that you are easily manipulated and seems to delight in pointing that out. Plans a future with you, but also often alludes to not seeing a future with you, tells you what to do, and tries to dictate your future dating life in the present. Regardless, you told him to stop, and he said he would. So see if he stops. Realistically, the chances you end up with the person you started dating at 19 are fairly slim. Even with a 10-year plan, he's being patronizing in that he doesn't seem to think you're capable of looking out for yourself, and he's certainly implying he sees a future where you may not be together. Just ask him straight out. If he can't see how weird this behavior is, there's something more alarming going on. To answer your last question, if my partner that I met when I was a teenager kept implying I wouldn't know how to take care of myself, I'd consider whether there was truly the freedom to grow into a responsible adult in this relationship, whether the relationship was based on mutual respect, and whether I actually saw a future. In other words, I'd be questioning whether they saw me as their equal. I'd be curious what signs of manipulation they think I missed with them when I first got into the relationship, since they clearly don't think I'm capable of dating wisely or choosing a well-intentioned partner despite being in a relationship with them. I'd also be wondering, as you are, why they're really thinking through a future where we might not be together. Perhaps he is gearing up to leave, or perhaps he just thinks he needs to stay because you wouldn't be able to spot red flags while dating if he were to leave. Both of those options are fairly unflattering.